What's up, guys? GoodeZilla back again. In this video we're going to be installing my Fortune Auto 500 series coilovers, and that's installed right there, making this intro after the fact. But anyway, let's just hop right into it, and we'll see how it goes. Going up. And we're locked. So here's the shock, and we need to get this nut off back here, so I'm just gonna spray it with some PB Blaster, let it sit for a second, and then we'll see if we can't crack that sucker loose, try and get it out of there. I'm going to tighten up those nuts on the top again to help so I can get this loose. Alright. Alright, PB Blaster doing work. And that's a 19mm. Alright. Well, that was easy. Spraying some brake clean on it just to try and get all the grime and dirt off this stud, or whatever you want to call it. Phew. Alright guys, so I got my Fortune Auto 500 series coilovers. Comes with the little package here with the certificate, wrenches, and I assume some instructions or something. So if you haven't seen the video that I did like probably a year ago, click there to the card and you can see the unboxing of this if you want. But yeah, let's see here. This looks like up front. So let me get a knife. is a front coilover, and then here's the one that came off of it. This is a K-Office adjustable shock with some sort of lowering spring. I don't know, there's no name on it. It came on the car from Japan, the previous owner did. But these things I can't adjust anymore. The top is like seized. And the shocks are just worn out, so we're gonna put these ones on, and I'm probably not gonna lower it much more than it was with these, just because I haven't rolled my fenders or anything, and I don't want my wheels to my tires to hit my fenders. So when we get to that point, then I'll lower it some more, but until then we'll put these on. Alright guys, so reading the instructions here, you have to preload the coilovers. So for the fronts, we need to do a 1/4 inch of preload, and on the rears should not exceed an 1/8 inch. So let's do that. Alright guys, well, looks like it's already preloaded from Fortune, so that's pretty cool. So if you put it all the way up here, it's already at 6 3/4. So 7-inch spring, you know, 1/4 inch preload. It says it should be 6 3/4 inches. And then the rear preload should be snug at the spring perch and should not exceed an 1/8 of an inch. Alright, well, cool. So now I guess I'm going to try and get this to about the same length as the other ones. Although, I mean, I have no idea how much spring compression this thing has when it's, you know, underweight. Might not even be able to make it as long as that one. That's about as good as it's going to get there. So this one looks like it locks the bottom, and then this one locks the top. So if I... Dang, that bird is annoying. So if I have these bolts lined up about the same, and then these are about the same angle, so there you go. Alright, so let's go put these things in. Alright, so in continuation from the front, this section is very stiff compared to the old one that's worn out. And the way that this sits, at least on the other side, it was tough to get on the shaft down here. So the way that we found out was the best way to do it was put some grease lube on there and then run the nut down on it, and it'll sink it in. So we'll see if it even has that problem, because before the shock was taller because we had to lower it some, so we shall see. Yeah, same issue. Although I didn't put any lube on it this time, so. Is that enough to get the thread started? It is, so. And just move it in. Oh, duh. And put the washer on. So I'm going to leave it a little loose here, and then I'm going to get the jack underneath here, and I'll show you. As you can see up there, they're somewhat close, so you just need to kind of guide it through the holes, and then we'll get it tightened up on the front, on the top I mean. I'm using my legs as a jack.
And his extra set of hands.
Yeah. Thanks, Gene.
You.
All right. So now I finish tightening this up. And we measured this side, and the way we did this side was a little different. We took this whole bottom portion off, the whole bucket, and we measured from the very bottom of these threads to the bottom of this lock nut. And that's how we measured for this one.
It's Bob. Huh? It's Wyatt? I thought it was Bob. You're not Bob? I'm gonna call you Bob.
No.
Why not?
Hey.
Yeah, I'll call you Bart.
No, Wyatt.
But I like Bob. Okay, Wyatt.
All right, for the rear, we need to undo the shock again, so we'll just, they're located back here. You might have covers in the way, so you have to take those off. Obviously mine doesn't, but there's just two for each side, like the front.
Yeah.
Excuse me, buddy.
You were here.
I don't know. Oh, it's still recording. Huh. Yes.
Do you want some puppies with you? Come on. Hey, how about we put them on our porch?
Okay, that's off. So now, should this come out? Yeah. This way. And there's the old one.
Polaris.
going to need to do the same thing
Jack it up.
as the front because it's so much shorter. Yeah.
I'll get a jack.
Alright guys, so the bolt is loosely in there and I have guesstimated the height that I want. And as you can see, it's like 4 inches from where it needs to be. So we're going to put the wheel on and then lower down on the quick jack slowly so that this lines up and goes through the holes, and then we'll just see where it sits and see if I need to raise it or lower it anymore. Alright guys, so we had put the wheel back on and lowered it down, and I had about a 1/2 inch clearance. So we have 25 inches from floor to top of the fender on the front, so we wanted the same in the back. And was it 25 or 25 and a half? So we had 25 and a half up front, and in the back we had 25. So we basically undid this bolt and then undid the two up there and took it out, and then spun the bottom body up, or no, down, out to make it longer, a 1/2 inch. And then we put the wheel back on, and everything was 25 and a half in the rear and 25 and a half into the front. So now what they recommend is for you to set the bottom locks with a hammer and a screw, not to use the wrench because it will come loose, they said. So there you go. Good to go. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is the finished result. The fronts actually ended up being a little taller than 25 and a half after we got everything all set and done, so I'm basically just waiting a week or two for the springs to settle and all that, and then I'll go in there and lower it down just a little bit more. So like this one I'm pretty sure is like 25 3/4 instead of 25 and a half from floor to top of the arch here. And the other side is like 26, so about a 1/2 inch on one side and a 1/4 inch on this side. And then the rear is setting at 25 and a half. So I've got the rears at about halfway. They're 24-way adjustable shocks, so I've got this one at like setting number 12. And then the fronts, I've got these at like setting number 8, I believe. So more towards the soft side. The fronts are, I believe, 12K, and the rears are 10K spring rates. That's just what I got from memory anyway. The video that I did of the unboxing would definitely have the real information there. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching guys, and look forward to making some more videos. Hopefully I'll be able to install my Platinum Racing Products trigger kit soon. Just haven't done it yet because it just means I got to take all this stuff out and take a bunch of stuff apart. So I've just been enjoying driving it around and stuff. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and see you next time. See you.